Juneteenth, in a way, kind of reminds me of Passover. If you've ever been to a Passover dinner, or it's called sitting Seder, if I'm saying that correctly. If you go to a Passover dinner, there's a ceremony that happens, before the main feast. There are, there's stories told, the history of the Jewish people is told, and there are symbolic foods that you consume that hearken to or are symbolic of their enslavement. There's bitter herbs, leavened bread, salted water, all of these things. Like the salted water is the tears of the Jewish people. The leavened bread was the food that was made in haste because they were thrown out of their land. All of these things that represent this enslavement that occurred to the Jewish people thousands of years ago. Would you ever tell a Jewish person to get over it? Why are you talking about being enslaved? That happened so long ago. Why? Who cares? Why are you talking about that? Would you ever say that to a Jewish person? You so easily say it to black people. It is so easily said to black people. And enslavement, mind you, that happened less than 200 years ago. This whole concept of like, oh my God, it happened so long ago. Would you tell the Jews to get over it? Would you tell them how stupid it is to celebrate Passover, to talk about their enslavement? But there is a deference in America for white suffering. That's why it was such a no-brainer for certain white people in this country when the white South Africans were refugees from the savage land of Africa. Because American enslavement really hits too close to home for a certain demographic of white people in America. This inbred mentality that they have that they never really had course correct. It's not like what happened in Germany, where after the fall of the Nazi Party and its subsequent recreation in America, it's illegal to, tout Nazism and fly the swastika in Germany, as it should be. But again, all of the symbols of hate in America are given deference because, again, like we're living in a day and age where white supremacy kind of means like this hyper victimization that they feel all of a sudden, the idea of white genocide, this mythical boogeyman that they had to create in order to prevent themselves from accepting responsibility or accountability for the state of the world we live in today. I mean, watching people tie themselves up into knots while they're trying to explain why a rapist and a felon was a better president, an idiot also, a better president than Kamala Harris. I mean, every explanation, every excuse, every bit of parroted rhetoric is stupid. And there are people out there who are actually entertaining this. I mean, my God, I see there's just a kid named Dean. There's another guy named Isaiah. You're out here debating people who don't want to evolve. There was a professor that said, ignorance can be taught, arrogance cannot learn. All of these Trump MAGA bullshit, everything that these people are doing, the constantly slipping in their own feces, these are the white folks post DEI that were supposed to be merit-based hires. Any average American, white nationalist or not, if you had a regular job and you brought the same incompetence that Pete Hegseth and Trump himself, J.D. Vance, if you brought that same kind of incompetence to your job, the electric company or McDonald's, wherever the hell you work, you'd be fired instantly. And you should be. But because a certain demographic of white folk refuse to acknowledge reality, they continue to dwell in delusion. The complaints about calling them out for not being bright, calling them out, some of them, because they're coming out and admitting that they fucked up. Your fuck ups, the MAGA fuck ups, are a lot worse because they really dig into the very essence of your being. You have made your identity so much about whiteness, straightness, Christianness, and how all of those things somehow equals merit, equals morality, ethics, wisdom, intelligence. I've seen the exact opposite. Most people have seen the exact opposite. I have had this kind of masochistic enjoyment of seeing the Latinos for Trump people get deported and seeing all of the folks with businesses that are failing because of the tariffs, or folks that are now getting shipped off to fight this asshole's wars. I mean, Stereolab just said it, new album out. The numbing is not working anymore. There's a certain demographic that is very uncomfortable right now, and they need to be made to be more uncomfortable. I think in order for real change to happen in this country, real shit's gonna have to happen. And so far, real shit hasn't happened yet. Let's sigh, folks. Let's sigh.